Rudeus Greyrat is one of the most well-written protagonists in modern anime, and I just hate him. Not because he is a bad character per se, no, quite the contrary. Jobless Reincarnation actually has some pretty good writing considering it's isekai slop. I hate him because it is very hard to root for the main character of the story, which is generally what you're supposed to do. But why, Dakosity, why can you not root for him? I thought you said the writing was good. Yes, there's tons of trauma that he goes through, tons of growth, and it's actually a very nice slow burn, at least for the first season. We get to see him overcome his fear of going outside, since in his previous life he was a shut-in, a loser, bullied and an outcast, stuck in his room jerking off and playing video games. No, that side of the story is fine. The world is pretty great. Animation is quite beautiful actually, and the fight scenes are really cool. Now the problem I have with this anime in general, and especially Rudeus, is the fact that he is a gigantic perv. Now this is not, uncommon in anime, especially isekais. But Rudeus kind of just rubs me the wrong way in comparison to everyone else, because it just does not seem like it takes what he is doing quite as serious as it should be, and also his perviness just kind of leads to especially one arc where it's just like, man, this is boring as hell, and this is so weird that we're even focusing on that. I'll get to it in a minute. Because Rudeus is a 34-year-old man stuck in a child's body in a fantasy world, right? He was reincarnated as Rudeus. I guess his name was some Japanese shit, in the previous life. He, straight out of the room, has the brain of what he had before, but he is a baby. And immediately he's already perving on his mother. Completely ecstatic at the fact that he can breastfeed now. Oh boy. And not for the normal reasons a child would be happy about breastfeeding, like nutrition and nourishment. No. He then proceeds to perv on his housemaid. Watch his parents doing it, and with a very creepy smile. Or how about when he gets a tutor, Roxy? Oh boy. He's like 9 years old, training how to do magic. That's awesome. And he steals her panties and uses them as some kind of artifact that he worships down the line through the story. How about when he himself is sent to go tutor a girl from a rich family because he needs money to go to the school with the girl he actually likes, only to see her, Eris, and be like, wow, she's gorgeous, which in most stories would be fine. Oh my god, this is a love interest, beautiful girls that he just met. And if he was actually mentally the age of that girl, that would be fine. They're both relatively the same age, it's all good. But you have to remember, this guy is basically 40 years old at this point in his brain. And the girl he is falling in love with, me like, oh my god, this girl's gorgeous, I really, perving on her, right? Not even just enjoying the beauty necessarily, it's like full on pervy, right? He wants to touch her and stuff because it's weird, because his character's very weird. She's like 10 or 11 or 12, I don't remember the exact age, but like she's a child, and he is mentally not that. So it's very hard to root for him even as they grow closer and eventually just flat out do it. It's very hard to root for that because, again, he's like 40 in his brain. This doesn't go away, by the way. After he does that, she leaves him without telling him anything outside of just, I am not ready for you, which is strange. And now we get, I have to check how many episodes of this arc we had, because the first season was really, really cool, actually. The pacing was actually very nice. There's a lot of fight scenes throughout. A lot of stuff happened. It didn't really feel like we were stuck in one place at one time. Also, he met some cat people that he also perved on the children there, of course. Why wouldn't he? In fact, I think every single place he went to, he was making comments about the demographic. But after Eris, the girl he was perving on, leaves him, the entirety of the first 12 episodes of season 2, from start to finish, mind you, that's literally half the season, is just Rudeus trying to cure himself of erectile dysfunction because he's upset that Eris left without telling him. He's subconsciously very scared that a woman left him after, doing it for the first time, because it just f***ed up his brain. brain. Season 2 really took a nosedive, let me tell you. Barely any fights, half of it talking about erectile dysfunction. Now, as a victim of erectile dysfunction, I can say it is a very serious and terrible thing. You know, I cured myself by just being, you know, him. I actually bought this Skibbity toilet collector. You know, this is the G-Man. This is actually what solved my erectile dysfunction. You should buy it for $8 at your local Walgreens. I am not sponsored by Skibbity toilet. What am I going on? But you know what? After the erectile dysfunction arc, which is cured through banging his childhood friend Sylphie, it almost seems like he's done doing that. You know, he's got little pervy thoughts here and there. He's still worshiping a pair of panties in a little shrine, still thinking about grabbing the cat girl's teats. But it almost feels like this is intentional. He's actually growing as a character. You know, it's not happening. Then he goes on a trip to go save his mom, because Paul actually knows where he is now in the labyrinth or whatever. Paul's his father. I forgot to mention that. I should probably did a synopsis on the entire story for people who don't know about the anime. You listen, it's not, you're not missing out. I suggest watching it, but you know, it's an isekai. It's pretty straightforward. You kind of know what's going to happen most of the time. But halfway through this exhibition in the labyrinth, he finds that Roxy, you know, is alive and safe, that he saves her. The girl who he's been worshiping as a goddess is finally within arm's reach. You know, there's just this one small caveat that he had recently bought a home and got married and has a kid on the way with Sylphie. And yet, he's upset because his dad just died. Let me just bang Roxy anyway. It's medieval times. Who actually cares about, you know, monogamy? Just bang everything with two legs. Because I love you. And you would think, oh my god, this is a major step back for Rudeus. You know, he just betrayed his wife. He let his demons get the best of him, right? No. Actually, he proposes that Roxy and him get married too, and so now he gets two wives. And Sylphie, of course, is completely on board with this, because why wouldn't she, I guess? So there's no repercussions for this besides, I guess, his dad dying, but that really has nothing to do with him cheating on his wife. Actually kind of caused it. And his mom is also a vegetable now. She's just walking around going like, duh, duh. And that's how season 2 ended. This isn't really a complaint about Rudeus either, but season 1 ended with just like a flashback to what happened with Eris in another arc, and that kind of pissed me off. How the hell are you gonna end this season with like just, oh, this is what happened during that time that I wasn't even thinking about, by the way. I guess it introduced one of the characters that you see in season 2, but like it didn't matter. I didn't need to see this. I don't think so anyway. I also hate Rudeus because the Japanese girl whose name I forget, the white mask chick, he just refuses to tell her like what happened to him. He's just like, oh yeah, I also got teleported here, kind of. I think there was like a truck accident or something. Don't let her know that you were the one trying to save her from getting hit by the truck or the conversation or whatever the hell was happening. No. I don't know why you wouldn't be open with this person. They're literally the only Japanese person here as far as you know. There's just someone else that you can actually relate to with your situation somewhat. I know she teleported here and you didn't, but still, like, at this point in the series, you're like almost 50 now mentally. It's a damn shame, man. I really like season 1, you know, despite the perviness, and then season 2 it's like, and then it just ends with a kick in the balls, man. Oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna collect wives like Pokemon now. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen when he meets Eris. Oh, she's gonna be living in the house too, banging him as well. He's just gonna have a whole multicolored haired harem. He's gonna keep cheating on his wife and wives, I guess, now, and it's gonna be fine. Hell, he might even start banging the maid. I just hope he just, you know, he doesn't start banging his sisters. I wouldn't put it past him. Doesn't seem like the pervy side's really going away anytime soon. I mean, his dick works now. To wrap things up, though, since this was a very incoherent rant about a character in a show that I watched in like 3 days, Rudeus Greyrat had a lot of potential, and I did enjoy my time watching Jobless Reincarnation as a whole. And I will even probably be watching season 3 at this point because, you know, sunk cost fallacy. But I can't help myself but say that I hate the main character because he's just a giant piece of crap. And maybe that's the point, because he's supposed to live life without regrets, but I mean, the god thing person told him that he's gonna have regrets when he, you know, went to go to Paul, and he did it anyway. So I guess he kind of lied to himself on that too. Yeah, don't listen to the guy who's in your dreams constantly just kind of giving you cheat codes on what to do. I have something in my eye. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed my rant. I'll probably make another one of these for something else. I hate scripting. I'm vomiting words onto the screen, and I hope you enjoy them. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video that's hopefully sooner than, you know, between the last two that I made, because I love procrastinating. It took me 3 hours to get started on this for some reason. Also, give me video ideas, because, yeah, I mean, I need stuff to watch anyway. Preferably anime, but, you know, I'll look at other things too. And yes, I have ideas in the back burner. All right, get out of here. I'm gonna go play basketball.